Have you ever thought what makes some people so attractive that they don't even have to try to attract attention? In what way do their appearance, energy, and calm confidence make other people want to be around them? The key to becoming silently attractive is here for you today. To get people to respect and admire you, you don't need to make big moves or try to impress them. Instead, you need to learn subtle but strong social habits. Such habits, followed by the Stoics, will not only make you more attractive, but also more stable and sure of yourself in any situation. Don't stop watching until you learn the 10 social habits that can change how you act and how other people see you. You won't want to miss the knowledge that will elevate your presence, so don't forget to click that subscribe button. Let's dive in. Habit number 1, the power of eye contact. Epictetus, who was one of the most important Stoic teachers, thought that self-control is what gives you real power. Strong, steady eye contact is the best way to show that you have self-control. If you can look someone in the eyes without flinching, it means you feel good about yourself. You don't need to turn your eyes away out of fear. There is no need to ask for permission. Most people look away too fast because they're afraid of being judged. But if you keep it up, not in a weird or hostile way, but with calm confidence, you look better right away. You give off an air of power, confidence, and presence. One look is more powerful than any words could ever be. Making strong eye contact with someone doesn't mean staring them down or making them feel awkward. It's about being there and showing that you're interested without having to prove anything. Meeting someone's gaze and holding it naturally shows that you are sure of yourself. It lets them know that you are okay with who you are, don't worry about what other people will think of you, and are sure of your own worth. They said, "What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it." If you avoid making eye contact, it shows that you are unsure. You sound like you're not sure what to do or are even scared. When you steadily look at someone, on the other hand, you send a completely different message, one of being there and in charge. The habit of making steady, unwavering eye contact with leaders, fighters, and other important people has a reason. When he talked to his men, a Roman general didn't look away. When someone disagreed with them, a Stoic scholar did not turn away. The way they looked at the world was sure, which is how you should too. If you have trouble keeping eye contact, you should practice. Don't look away right away when you talk to someone. Look at them for a moment longer than you normally would. Pay full attention to the person who is talking when you listen. You should not look around the room or at your phone. You will stand out right away if you give them your full attention. Learning to make eye contact means training your thought to stay in the present. That way you won't look worried, needy, or weak. Your actions look like they are under control. You seem beautiful. Lastly, you seem like someone who is worth watching. Habit number 2, mastering the art of the pause. Another great Stoic thinker, Seneca, said, "Silence is a lesson learned through life's many sufferings." How you deal with silence in a talk says a lot about how sure of yourself you are. People who talk too much, too fast, or feel the need to fill every empty space often seem anxious. People who are magnetic know how strong silence can be. They don't answer right away. They thought about what they said. They stop before they talk, which makes what they say seem more important. No one else can talk until you own the quiet. As a group, most people are afraid of being quiet. They want to talk all the time, almost too much, because they're afraid that a pause will make them look off or unsure. But real security means being able to sit in silence without being scared. Seneca knew this very well. He knew that people who decide what they say also decide how other people see them. It shows that you are thinking when you stop before speaking. You are not just reacting emotionally, but with purpose. This is the difference between someone who always wants to be liked and someone who is respected quietly. Think about how the most famous speakers in history talk to people. They take their time. It's not like they let their words just flow out. Instead, they pause, which gives each thought space to land and makes each line feel like it was meant to be said. It's not just a figure of speech. It shows that you are mentally tough. When you master the pause, you say, "I'm in charge," without saying it. You don't need to describe everything too much to prove yourself. You don't have to talk about nothing to fill the silence. You believe what you say is true. Other people start to trust it too because of that. Remember this the next time you're talking to someone. Don't speak too quickly. Don't stuff your words. Wait for a moment of silence before you answer. Watch how people hunch over, pay more attention, and start to value what you say. That's what the break can do. The room will be yours once you own it. Habit number 3, walking with purpose. People judge you based on how you walk before they even hear what you say. Everything about you, your stance, your walk, and just being there, sends a message. It was Marcus Aurelius who said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in the way you think." You show that you are in charge of your mind and body when you move with purpose. People who are sure of themselves don't rush. They stand up straight. Their heads are up, their shoulders are back, and they walk at a steady, regulated pace. People will notice, admire, and like you more right away if you do this small habit. Most people just go through life without thinking about what their body language says. They move like the world is pulling them along instead of choosing their own way. They shuffle their feet and hunch their shoulders. People who walk with quiet confidence, on the other hand, get people's attention even when they don't say a word. Marcus Aurelius thought that what we show to the outside world is just a mirror of how we feel inside. Your body will follow if you train your mind. The way you move will show if you have a plan for your life. Men who know how valuable they are don't wander around idly. He doesn't move around, pause, or look like he's lost in his own doubt. No matter where he goes, he moves like he fits. Think about the great leaders in the past. They took their time. They didn't lean forward out of nervousness. They walked with calm, measured steps. They looked like they were always in charge and never had to prove anything. This is how you stand out from everyone else. Start by paying attention to your stance if you want to make this a habit. Hold your head up high, shoulders back a little, and chest open. Do not look down at the ground as if you are not sure of yourself. Keep your head up. Instead of rushing or pulling your feet when you walk, take slow, steady steps. Feel like you're right where you need to be as you move. It's a small change that makes a difference right away. Make your steps count, and people will notice. What's more, you'll start to notice changes in yourself. You become more and more like a confident, self-assured person through how you act. Habit number 4, the magnetic energy of mystery. Pretty people don't talk too much. They don't feel the need to explain themselves or talk in every pause. As the father of Stoicism, Zeno thought that controlling your emotions was very important. It's wise to know what to say and what to keep to yourself, he taught. People who are mysterious are interesting. When asked, they answer, but don't go into too much detail. They only say enough to make people interested, which makes them want to know more. You should never give away too much too soon. Let people wonder. Mysteries are strong art forms because they play on something very human, our desire to know more. Everyone wants to know more about other people and figure out their stories, but the most interesting people know how to keep their interest alive by not giving away too much. They're not in a hurry to tell you everything about themselves. They didn't say much. Instead, they let their appearance speak for itself and let other people fill in the blanks. Zeno was a Stoic philosopher who stressed the value of self-control. He knew that real wisdom doesn't come from saying everything that comes to mind, but from knowing when to speak and when to be quiet. Zeno once said, "The less we react to things outside of us, the more in control we become." Exactly the same idea is used to make a strange magnetic energy. Imagine that someone is talking to you and asks about your past or life. You don't give them a long, detailed description. You just give them enough to get them interested, but not enough to ruin it. They're left wanting more. You give them space to fill in the holes. It's not about lying or avoiding questions. It's about planning how much you share and when. Make a list of the most interesting people you've met. It wasn't them who told everything about themselves right away. Those people said just the right amount to get you interested, to make you want to know more. You become more attractive when you learn the art of mystery. You stop feeling like you have to constantly defend or explain yourself. People want to learn more about you, not because they already know everything about you. Their attention is drawn to the mystery you've made, which makes you even more appealing. Don't forget that less is more. Let what you do, how you feel, and where you are speak for you. When someone asks you a question, just say enough to get them interested. Make them want to learn more. Habit number 5. The strength of listening more than you speak. Others listen to answer, not to understand. Others say that the most beautiful people are the ones who listen. It was Epictetus who said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak." People feel respected when you really listen to them. You notice things that most people don't. You think about the things you ask. People will listen to what you have to say when you finally speak, because they know you're not just waiting your turn. Despite being one of the most effective ways to attract people, listening is often ignored. Nowadays, everyone wants to be heard so much that they forget how important it is to actually listen. People listen to respond, not to understand. They are focused on waiting for their turn to talk and not on what the other person is saying or how they are feeling. Genuinely attractive people, on the other hand, make others feel like they're the most important person in the room. They listen, not just hearing, but really listening. Thoughtful Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak." This straightforward but important piece of advice is something we should all take to heart. Demonstrate that you care about what the other person has to say by listening more than talking. These actions make them feel known, heard, and valued. That is an uncommon talent and one of the most beautiful traits a person can have. You hear more than just words when you really listen. People around you miss the tone, body language, and feelings that you pick up on. In a deeper way, you understand what is being said. And when you answer, it shows that you care, is important, and means something. Not only are you responding, but you're also really involved. What's even stronger is that when you do speak, what you say has more power. People know you're not just talking for the sake of it. You've learned and heard, so now when you speak, you have something useful to say. When you talk, people listen because they know you genuinely understand them. You can also make stronger links when you listen well. You don't jump in and take over the chat. Instead, you let other people talk. They start to trust you more as they do this. They feel safe talking because they know you're not waiting to cut them off, but are actually interested in what they have to say. Give people the gift of your full attention when you're talking to them. Don't just sit there and wait for your turn to talk. Listen, ask questions, and show that you are interested in what they have to say. People who respect your depth, presence, and ability to really connect will come to you if you do this. In turn, you'll become someone who stands out by making other people feel important, not by taking over the talk. Habit number 6, the subtle confidence of being unaffected. Being able to handle things without getting upset is a big sign of inner strength. Not in the sense of not caring, but in the sense of not letting outside events control them. The Stoics observed apatheia. Standouts are cool when criticized, don't get defensive, and don't look for approval. They're not common, they are pretty. People wonder what makes you so strong when you don't let bad things affect you. So you're attractive. Unaffected by the chaos around you gives you a quiet power. Our feelings and patience are put to the test all the time, so people who stay calm and collected are like rare gems. They don't not care or aren't touched by what's going on in the outside world. Instead, they've learned to control how they respond and not let outside events affect their peace of mind. This is the main idea behind apatheia, which is a key Stoic idea. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius knew that we can't change what happens to us, but we can change how we react to it. Marcus Aurelius said, "It's not things that bother us, but how we feel about them." To put it another way, what shakes you is not other people's criticism, challenges, or negativity, but how you choose to see and react to those things. Mastering this principle makes people seem calm in a way that seems out of this world. When they are criticized, they don't get angry. They don't need to defend their decisions or look for approval from other people. They stay calm instead, based on their own beliefs and ideals. This is not a sign of lack of care. It's a sign of inner power. They have enough faith in themselves to know that what other people think doesn't determine their worth. When bad things happen around you and don't touch you, people start to notice. They see someone who doesn't care about small things in life. They see someone who is committed to their ideals and doesn't let small problems get in the way. And that level of calm is very attractive. Consider how you feel when you meet someone who stays calm when things go wrong. Something about them makes them attractive. Being with them makes you feel safe, so you want to be there. You'd like to know what makes them so strong and at peace inside. It's not about being perfect or never getting angry. It's about knowing that your feelings don't have to run your life. To improve this trait, try being calm and gracious when you are criticized or upset. Do not defend yourself or let your feelings take over. Stop, take a deep breath, and think about what you want to say before you speak. In time, you'll learn to handle the chaos around you without getting upset. And as you do that, people will be drawn to your steady presence. People will be curious about what gives you such quiet confidence, and that's when you'll become impossible to refuse. Habit number 7, the impact of speaking with depth. Speech that is full of truth and reason is always brief, Seneca said. Say important things when you talk. Don't spread rumors, make small talk that doesn't add anything, or complain. People will listen to you more if what you have to say is important. Pretty people don't talk just to fill time. They don't waste time talking about things that don't matter. Their words are clear, have meaning, and go deep. People pay attention when they do talk, because they don't say as much. These days, it seems like everyone has something to say. The most interesting people are the ones who talk with purpose and depth. Seneca was right when he said, "Speech that is full of truth and reason is always brief." Make your words matter when you talk to someone. Do not spend your time on unimportant things. Avoid talking about other people or making small talk to pass the time. Instead, be careful about the words you use and give them value. To talk with depth, you need to know that what you say has to mean something. The more you talk without meaning to, the less your words will mean. But every line is useful when you speak clearly and with purpose. You may have noticed that people pay attention when they speak carefully and with conviction. When people know that what they're hearing isn't just noise, they pay more attention. It's important to pay attention to. Think about the people in your life who have most interested you. Most likely, they didn't talk over everyone else by talking nonstop. They instead shared deep insights, wisdom, and ideas that made people think. They only spoke when they had something important to say, and when they did, it hit home very deeply. It was more important when they didn't say much. You don't have to be quiet all the time if you're a person of few words. It just means that when you do talk, you do so with clarity, purpose, and depth. This needs focus. It means not wanting to fill in the gaps or make more noise. It means that you will only talk when you have something useful to say. You become known as someone whose words are worth hearing when you do this. People start to look forward to what you have to say because they know it will be important. That makes you stand out in any chat because they pay more attention to you when you talk. So, make what you say count. Talk with purpose, don't talk about things that aren't important, and use your words to share ideas that people can relate to. More people will listen to you if your words are short, clear, and useful. In turn, that will make you look even better. Habit number 8, the ability to hold boundaries with grace. Stoicism tells us that knowing our limits is a part of having self-respect. Silently beautiful people don't let other people walk all over them. They don't have to fight or yell. They just set clear rules. People will respect your time, energy, and beliefs if you do. And as soon as you learn how to calmly and confidently say no, people will respect and like you more. Keeping your limits with grace is one of the best ways to send a silent message of attraction. According to Stoicism, real self-respect doesn't come from needing attention or approval, but from knowing and respecting our boundaries. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Finish arguing about what a good man should be. Take a stand." Boundaries are also affected by this thinking. People that don't let others invade their time, energy, or beliefs are the most magnetic. They set clear, non-negotiable limits without getting angry or defensive. They do this with quiet confidence. Setting limits doesn't mean being mean or rude. It's about being cool, clear, and steady. It means understanding that your time, your thoughts, and your beliefs are sacred, and that you are the only one who can protect them. Other people will start to respect your boundaries when you respect yourself enough to set them. Think about the people you know who can easily set limits. They don't waste time with long reasons or explanations. They don't waste time trying to make everyone happy. These people instead make it clear what they stand for and what they're willing to put up with. People who say no do so out of respect for themselves, not because they are angry or in defense. They've worked on being strong enough to stand by the decisions they've made without having to say sorry for them. People are drawn to people with this trait because it shows that you are in charge of your life and know what you're worth. People who don't set limits often seem like they need to be liked, are eager to please, or are afraid of letting others down. But when you set limits with calm confidence, you show that you are strong inside, which is both admirable and beautiful. When you need to say no, don't feel bad about it or try to explain it. Be strong, but do it with style. Know that taking care of your time and energy is a sign of self-respect. When you do this, people will respect you too. This quiet strength will make you more admired and, let's face it, more attractive over time. Other people will start to value you more when they see that you respect your limits. Habit number 9, the unshakable calm in every situation. While things are going crazy, the calmest person is always the strongest. No matter what was going on around Marcus Aurelius, he practiced quiet, which means staying still. When you're calm and collected, people look up to you as a leader. Your calmness in any situation makes you appealing. Individuals who don't seem to be affected by worry, drama, or conflict are likable. Whoever stays calm in a disaster or when things aren't clear stands out. In a world full of chaos and distractions, the ability to stay calm is a rare and strongly appealing trait. As one of the most admired Stoic thinkers, Marcus Aurelius was known for his unwavering calmness, even when things were very hard. Being in charge of a kingdom was always changing, but he learned how to stay calm, no matter what. His understanding was that things happening in the outside world shouldn't change how we feel inside. What stops people from acting increases action. What prevents progress turns into progress. Turning problems into chances to be calm is a central idea in Stoic thought and a key to becoming unshakable. Others will naturally be drawn to you if you don't get upset when things go wrong. Individuals who don't seem to be affected by problems or drama are likable. Because staying calm is a sign of strength in a world that feels unstable. Individuals who stay calm and collected are comforting when everyone else is rushing around like crazy. People look to you for advice because they know you can handle anything. Many people find it attractive that the stresses of life don't affect their well-being. There is no drama or fear in their lives. In place of that, they always act calmly. They haven't become emotionless or uncaring. Instead, they've developed the inner strength to control how they feel. As opposed to reacting without thinking, they answer carefully and clearly. Showing others that you are in charge by staying calm in any situation is a strong message. Feelings are under control, which makes you better prepared for any task life brings. Others feel safe and comfortable around you because they know you won't be swept away by the chaos of the moment. Remaining cool in all situations, especially when things are stressful, is something you should practice. Whenever you want to react, stop, take a deep breath, and then react with clarity instead of just reacting without thinking. People will look to you for steady guidance during times of uncertainty, as this calmness becomes second nature over time. Knowing how to control your feelings so that chaos outside doesn't affect your inner peace is what it means to be calm. And this quiet power is one of the most attractive and appealing traits a person can have. People will be pulled to you not because you're the loudest, but because you stay strong no matter what that happens. Habit number 10, the confidence to let people come to you. People who are attractive never chase. They don't try to appear important or beg for attention, and they don't push relationships. They know how much they're worth. As long as you act with confidence, people will want to be with you. People will value you more if you value yourself. You don't have to show anything. Just being there is enough. Being sure that people will come to you is one of the most deep signs of silent attraction. People who are attractive never try to get other people's approval or attention. There's no need for them to be liked, impress, or make links. These people are sure that they are valuable on their own, and they trust that the right people will be drawn to them. A person with this kind of quiet confidence is very attractive because it shows confidence without words. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants, said the wise Stoic philosopher Epictetus. When it comes to attraction, the same rule holds. When you are happy with who you are and don't need to show anything to other people, you give off a safe vibe that draws people to you. You don't need to look for love, respect, or approval because you already know how valuable you are. People will notice and respect the quiet confidence with which you carry yourself. Think about the people in your life that you find most beautiful. They don't try too hard. They aren't always trying to be the center of attention or do anything else to stand out. They are happy with who they are, and just being there is enough to make people want to be around them. The way they make you feel just says it all. When you value yourself, other people will value you too. People will be more interested in you if you show that you are happy with yourself and don't need other people's approval to feel good about yourself. There's something very strong about someone who doesn't need to fight or chase. They are sure of themselves, which makes them impossible to refuse. Don't feel like you have to show yourself. Stop trying to make relationships or get other people's approval. Instead, work on building your confidence and sense of self-worth. Be sure of your worth and have faith that the right people will find you. People will naturally be pulled to you if you live with the quiet knowledge that just being there is enough. The connections you make will be much deeper and more real. Finally, real attraction doesn't come from chasing. It comes from being sure of yourself and letting everyone else come to you. Being sure of yourself, being at peace, and respecting yourself will do all the work for you. People will be drawn to your unwavering presence as soon as they see that. If you're still reading, you already know that attraction isn't about being loud. It's about controlling yourself. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to keep learning how to get that quiet, magnetic confidence. It's not what you say that makes you stand out. How you think is.